Hey there, friends. Last time we took a cool trip into the past. We learned how old stories help us understand why we're happy or sad today. We discovered that things like getting likes online are part of a much bigger story that started a long time ago. But that got me thinking, and what happens next? How do we deal with the pressure to always be the best or the brightest star in the sky? What does it really mean to be awesome? And is that what makes us truly happy? But guess what? Today we're going to find out that happiness might actually be hiding in the small everyday things. Like how awesome it feels to share a smile, enjoy our favorite snack, or just chill out doing what we love. Let's get ready to see how these little moments can make our lives really awesome. Ready? Speaking of stories, let's talk about the ones society tells us, like how we should always be reaching for the stars and never settle for just okay. After looking back at how people long ago lived and what they believed, we've learned a lot. But what about now? In our world today, we have so many chances to be amazing and do amazing things. That sounds great, right? But it can also make us feel like we always need to be the best at everything we do. And that's a lot of pressure. And when we don't make it to the very top, it can leave us feeling like we're not enough. But here's a little secret that can change the way we see things. Not every achievement has to break records or make headlines to be meaningful. This is why celebrating small wins with our family and friends is so powerful. Did you finish a difficult homework assignment? Picked up a new skill, like baking or coding? These moments are worth a high five, a little happy dance, or even just sharing the news with someone who cares. It's a reminder that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory in its own right. Sharing these achievements, we begin to see that every effort we make, big or small, contributes to our story in a significant way. Life isn't just about winning or being famous. It's about cherishing those small, happy moments that make us feel good inside. So, the next time you accomplish something, anything, take a moment to celebrate it. Share it with someone. It doesn't matter if it's what the world would call a big deal. It's your deal, your moment. Celebrating these wins not only boosts our spirits, but also connects us more deeply with those around us, as they join in our small but significant triumphs. Long ago, people thought only certain jobs or roles were important, like being a breadwinner, while others, like taking care of the family, didn't get much spotlight. Today, things are changing. More people understand that jobs don't define your worth. Still, it can be tough when it feels like only the big, flashy achievements get applause. It's important to remember that every role, every job, and every act of kindness adds value to the world. In light of this, one simple yet profound way to honor the contributions of those around us is by acknowledging their efforts directly. I encourage you to write a thank you note to someone in your life who does a lot behind the scenes. Maybe it's a family member who makes sure the house feels like a home. Or perhaps a friend who's always ready to lend an ear. These notes are more than just pieces of paper. They're tangible expressions of our gratitude for the roles that people play in our lives, often without fanfare. It's a gesture that says, I see you, I appreciate you, and what you do matters deeply to me. Taking the time to write and deliver a thank you note can make someone's day, or even their week. It's a reminder to both the giver and the receiver that the support, care, and unseen labor that knit the fabric of our daily lives are truly invaluable. So, next time you notice someone making your world a little brighter, take a moment to thank them. It's a small act that can have a big impact, reinforcing the idea that every contribution, no matter how quiet or behind the scenes, deserves recognition. Remember when we had to wait for letters in the mail? Now with a click, we can see what's happening all over the world thanks to social media. It's like having a magic window that shows us everything. But sometimes, this window makes us feel like we're running to keep up with everything and everyone. And that can make us feel a bit uneasy. Dealing with all the news and updates on social media is like trying to drink water from a fire hose. It's overwhelming. It's important to find a balance. We need to know when to take a break and just be okay with not knowing every little thing happening out there. It's okay to pause, breathe, and take care of our minds. Now, with all this talk about connections and updates, it makes you think about what we're really looking for in all those swipes and likes. Deep down, we're all just looking for someone who gets us, right? A lot of us think that finding the one will make everything perfect. But focusing all our hopes on finding this perfect friend or partner can make us miss out on other awesome people. Life's full of potential pals who can laugh with us, share adventures, and lend an ear when we need it. But chasing after the perfect soulmate can make us feel lonelier than ever if we don't find them. It's like looking for a unicorn. Maybe it's time to enjoy the friends we have and the new ones we haven't met yet. These friendships might not be the stuff of fairy tales, but they're real and they're valuable. They show us that being part of a community, having folks to share the ups and downs with, that's where the real magic is. Amidst the buzz and the endless scroll, it's crucial to find our own pace. Here's a simple but effective way to keep our digital lives in check. Set a daily limit for social media use with an app or a timer. This strategy helps us enjoy the benefits of staying connected and informed without allowing it to take over our entire day or chip away at how we see ourselves. Just decide on a reasonable amount of time you'd like to spend on social media each day. Maybe an hour. Split across the morning and evening. Use the built-in features on your phone or download an app that reminds you when it's time to log off and enjoy the world outside the screen. Taking this step doesn't mean you're cutting off from the world. Rather, it's about creating a healthier relationship with our digital devices. It's giving ourselves permission to pause, to breathe, and to engage with life beyond the like button. This small change can make a big difference in feeling more grounded and centered in our real lives. Way back, our ancestors needed to be quick to grab food or find shelter, which was super important for survival. Fast forward to today, and we're surrounded by tasty snacks and gadgets that keep us glued to screens. Our brains still love these things, but now, they can make it hard for us to stay on track with what we really want to achieve. It's like there's a tug of war going on inside us, between wanting that extra cookie and knowing we should probably skip it. Remember when people used to make things with their hands, like building a house or sewing a dress? That kind of work made them really proud, because they could see and touch what they made. Nowadays, lots of us work on computers or do jobs where it's hard to see the result right away. It might make us wonder, am I making a difference? Even though it's not always easy to see, every job helps the world in some way. It's like being part of a big puzzle where every piece is important. The world today throws a lot of temptations our way. From the next episode of a show, to a video game that just got released. Sticking to our goals means understanding this tug of war and knowing when to say no to make sure we're heading in the direction we want to go. It's all about finding balance and remembering what's truly important to us. To help us navigate this modern power struggle and find our balance, here's something tangible we can all try. Pick one small habit you'd like to improve. like making your bed every morning or drinking more water. Stick with it for a month. This simple act of self-discipline, as small as it might seem, trains us in the art of staying focused on our goals amidst distractions. By committing to this small habit and seeing it through, we're not just improving our daily lives, we're also building the strength to tackle bigger challenges down the road. It's a step towards mastering self-discipline in a world filled with temptations, reminding us that we have the power to choose what matters most. And just like that, our journey for today is wrapping up. We started by looking back at what our ancestors did and dreamed about. It showed us why we sometimes push so hard to be amazing. But the coolest part? We found out that stopping to enjoy the little things can make us super happy. So let's make a promise to remember the stories from the past, but also to live our best life right now. Let's notice the small stuff, like a kind word, a fun laugh, or just being with friends. These things might seem little, but they're actually huge. Let's keep learning, growing, and moving forward, making the most of this wild and wonderful journey called life.